Welcome to Infinity Reviews.
Oh! Oh no! Oh my god!
No way!
Oh! It's Sabretooth! Oh, look at these fights! Hey guys, what is up? I just got done watching Borderlands, the newest Lionsgate movie, directed by Eli Roth. And I have to say, we talked about this earlier on the Let's Talk About It series show. That's up right now. And said, not the greatest reviews. It was sitting at 3% earlier. Now it's at 7%. With about a 50% on score. And I went into it, being like, okay, this isn't the best movie. I thought the trailer was a bit lackluster. And it's not the worst movie of the year, but it's not a good movie. The one thing, that really stuck out to me that made it, not great was the dialogue, the writing. The writing was so stiff, like especially sometimes the delivery of the lines the actors made, kind of made me just want to fall asleep because it just felt like they were just reading off like an iPad, like, there's this treasure in this vault, it's just not good. And so if you want to know the basic story of the film, is this is gonna be spoilers. There's gonna be some spoilers here, not a lot, because I don't think a lot of you are gonna go see the movie this weekend, honestly, with the box office numbers. But basically, the star of the film is Cate Blanchett, and she is a bounty hunter, and she's been hired by this man named Atlas, who asks her to go rescue his daughter, who has been kidnapped by someone he employed called Roland, and to come bring her back to him. And of course, she's like that reluctant bounty hunter. It's like, I don't really give a crap about anything, and she's like, okay, I'll do it because you're paying me the right price. So she goes back to a planet called Pandora, which is her home planet, where she grew up, where she is from. And she's like, oh, I gotta be back here again. And, we kind of learn, about the world a bit, how eons before humans, were able to space travel, this alien species set up these vaults, on different planets. And, Pandora, I guess there's, this is one of the last vaults, and no one's been able to find it. They've been looking for the last, 20 to 30 plus years for the get inside this vault, and because it has alien technology which can either bring bad or good into the universe. And this guy Atlas wants to open it. He wants to be the all powerful guy in tech. He's like, I need the power to be more powerful, wahaha, like your average villain. So we meet characters like Cate Blanchett's Lilith, who comes back to this planet, and she kind of forms this team with these ragtag group of characters, with Kevin Hart's Roland, who's kind of this ex-soldier, Tiny Tina, who is the daughter of Atlas, our big bad in the film. You also have a Krieg, who's kind of like the sidekick character to Tiny Tina, and then you have this doctor character, played by Jamie Lee Curtis. She plays Tannis, who's this doctor who studies vaults. And then, of course, you had Claptrap, played by Jack Black. Those are your really main characters in the film. And, it goes on, it's like, they're going to form friendships, blah, blah, they're going to not trust each other. And it's kind of, a little bit inspired by Guardians of the Galaxy, but, I think it tries to be Guardians of the Galaxy, but it ultimately fails. And, let's go and talking about, our 5 main characters. We have Cate Blanchett as Lilith, and I'll say this now, I do have experience in the Borderlands universe. I have played Borderlands 3 a little bit, and, I kind of already knew all the stuff with Lilith because it was Borderlands 3, not a little bit spoiler right here, Lilith, has this, fire goddess spirit inside her in the game, that's kind of the big thing in the game, is she kind of realizes she's the special person to open the vault, and that's her purpose, how she's her ancestors are the alien species, and that's how she's supposed to open the vault, which is okay, a good story point. They really did follow the games. I think I haven't played the first game, but I believe they have followed the games. It's just Cate Blanchett, there are times when I think she's giving a good performance, and there's times when I feel like she's just funny. And Cate Blanchett, an Oscar-nominated actress. She was like, I didn't really feel like rooting for her as a character. I do think she's she's my second favorite character of the film. I really liked her. I thought she was a very interesting character. I think, if they did more movies, which I don't think they are, they could explore Lilith's character a bit more. But overall, I thought it was an okay performance. Not the best of Cate Blanchett's career, not the best, definitely not the best. But, I think she really tried her best. Second character, I'd say the second most important character, Tiny Tina. I wasn't a fan of Tiny Tina even before the movie because I did not like Tiny Tina in the games. I found that character quite annoying. She's basically this kid who, like, in the games, all she wants to do is blow stuff up, and she's a bit crazy. Sorry for my dog rolling around in the background. I don't know what. She's just trying for attention. Anyway, Tiny Tina. And you had Ariana Greenblatt in the film, and I'd like Ariana Greenblatt. She's been in a lot of good things. Barbie. She was Ahsoka. She was Gamora in Infinity War. And in this, I absolutely hate the character. I found her very annoying. Very annoying. Especially, I feel like, she didn't really bring her own take to Tiny Tina. I feel like she was just copying for what it was in the game. That's what a lot of it is. It feels like in the movie that a lot of these characters are just copying, the characters in the game, just kind of phoning it in. And, I just found the character annoying. And, I think, it could have been a lot more interesting with her. I think they tried to make some heartfelt moments between her and Cate Blanchett's character. I think what they could have done a little better is, like, kind of, had Cate Blanchett's Lilith, see herself in Tiny Tina, her Tiny Tina, she's all by herself, kind of like Lilith was when she was a kid, which is explained in the movie, and, they could have related that out, but they just kind of messed up the scene being like, oh, I'm supposed to be special. It's like, well, everyone says they're special, and they kind of just taught the main, like, theme of the movie. It's like you have to realize that you're special on your own, which, I felt like I'm like, okay, like, that's a weird thing. Like, why can't you just make a connective tissue that maybe you're going through the same thing that she did, but she doesn't have to be alone? You could have done that storyline, but they just didn't do that. Tiny Tina, it's revealed that she is a clone. She is a clone made from the part of the DNA of this alien species, in the film. And overall, I thought that story was like, okay, that's a bit weird. And they introduced it very late. They introduced a lot of weird points in, like, the end of the movie. It's like, oh, this was supposed to be like a getting to the vault. Well, let's turn this into, Lilith becoming a goddess and Tiny Tina being a clone, and like she doesn't really grapple with that, it doesn't really feel like she's like grappling like, oh, she's a clone and she's just spare parts, They kind of skip over that emotional beat, which I think if they added some, like, a bit more emotion into those beats between those two characters, I think the film would have been a bit better. Now let's move on to the next character, and that's Roland. I actually liked Roland. I thought Kevin Hart did a good job, and that's saying something, I haven't heard a lot of people talk about Kevin Hart's character. I enjoyed Roland, there were some funny moments, from Roland in the film, especially you see in the trailer, the car where Tiny Tina rolls on a window and it's like the piss water. That was a pretty funny scene, and, I really loved the action scenes they gave Kevin Hart. I thought it was really good. But overall, Kevin Hart's character had really one purpose, he was protecting Tiny Tina. And, another thing I wish they did, exploring a father-daughter relationship with Roland and Tiny Tina, because in the film, like, he rescues her, saves her, and now looking after her. It's like, why can't we just dive into, like, them maybe having a father-daughter relationship now? Because Tiny Tina's, like, lost most of this movie, and I think that would have been a good point to put in. But, didn't put it in. They just wanted to move along. It felt like the movie was just trying to move itself along a lot of the time. And then we have Krieg. Krieg, not much to say about him. He was he's like a brute character, played by the guy who played Victor Drago in Krieg 2, and he was also in Shang-Chi. Very, character, didn't have much to do, wasn't really adding anything to the movie. You take him out of the movie, I don't think the movie's better or worse. Next character, of course, is Jamie Lee Curtis's character, Dr. Patricia Tannis. Kind of like Krieg, she has one kind of purpose in the film, to kind of say, like, go here, she's guiding them, and that's about it. She doesn't have any standout moments. They try to add comedy to her a little bit with, like, some lines, but the comedy doesn't really work with her. it just I thought the character was underwhelming and I didn't much care for it. The next character, probably my least favorite character in the film, Claptrap. As I said, I played Borderlands 3, and Claptrap is actually funny in Borderlands 3. In this movie, he's just annoying. Kind of like Tiny Tina. I actually prefer Tiny Tina over Claptrap. Claptrap is an annoying robot who at times I'm just like, just shut up. And it's Jack Black. They did not give Jack Black enough to work with. Jack Black is a very funny dude. Claptrap is the comic relief of the film. He's supposed to be the comic relief of the film. I didn't laugh at anything he said. None of it was funny. I just found the character annoying, and I'm like, oh my god, make it stop, and that's what I found annoying. That's what really killed it for me. I was like, oh my gosh, can you stop talking and get it done? Like, oh my gosh. He just wouldn't shut up, and he's just kind of like a guide, too, in the movie, He's kind of like, he's on Lilith's side, he's following Lilith, but he has no reason why. And we kind of find out later in the film that he's following her because her mother wanted, if Lilith ever came back to Pandora, she put a message in Clapchat that would let her know who she was and what happened. Because, spoiler alert, Lilith in the film is this immortal kind of goddess that these alien people, like, I guess, sent here, or it doesn't really explain what this thing is, I always thought, like, this mythical thing was, like, another force. I thought it was, like, the Phoenix Force, as, she's, like, now the protector of Pandora now, it seems. Things that I think were cool in the movie. I thought that they have this city called Sanctuary. That was really cool to see. They had some cool deeds in there. The best parts, I think, about the movie are probably sometimes the action, and maybe sometimes CGI. CGI at times is iffy. It's not the greatest, but there's sometimes when it looks good. What am I missing anything else, guys? Like, if you've seen the movie, if I'm missing anything else, but overall, I'm gonna give this movie a 3.5 out of 10. A 3.5 out of 10, because the movie is. I feel like the movie is supposed to be a comedy. Like, it's supposed to be an action adventure comedy, like Guardians of the Galaxy. I was not laughing at all. I did not find anything funny about the movie. I thought, they tried to be funny, but the jokes just did not land, and that's the main problem. The jokes did not land in this film. And I think, if the jokes had landed, the movie would have been better, and I think I would have enjoyed it more if at least the comedy was good. But the comedy wasn't good, and the acting was subpar. It was a story that was easy to know, like, what was going to happen next. And, the characters I didn't start to like. I never want to hate anything, but I didn't start to like the characters. So, that's why 3 out of 10. But, guys, are you going to check out Borderlands this weekend? Personally, in my opinion, I think you wait. Don't wait to go see this movie until it drops on streaming. If you want to go spend your money to go see a movie, go see Inside Out 2, go see Deadpool Wolverine, go see the new Blake Lively movie. I think it's called It Ends With Us. Go see that instead, because, this movie, feeling like, damn, I just wasted $20 to see this. Like, why did I just wait for this to come out on streaming? But, guys, make sure you like the video, comment on the video, and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you next time, guys. Peace.